Okay, so there were questions about me not running a map or anything with the build. I mean, I have boss kills in like separate videos, but no real map. And yeah, to that my reply was that I still do not have an idle setup, and I was thinking about doing one, but it's such a pain. But then I realized, okay, maybe I can do simulacrum. I did like 2 yesterday to check how it feels, because I mean that might be somewhat representative, at least to a certain level of the build. Like, I wouldn't say that this is it's perfect simulacrum. And there are definitely builds that feel better, but yeah, let's just hop into it. I checked yesterday to see if I can actually do it, because it would be quite embarrassing if I just couldn't do it at all.
Remember this, you used to face so many horrors and so
None of the mods should be too scary. Like, the only mod that really like obliterates me is a map mod of can't be leached. Monsters can't be leached from. Anything else should be fine. But it's basically just I'm doing damage when I have Arcane Cloak up, and then with that damage I can leech back basically everything. And then when Arcane Cloak is on cooldown, I just have to sit and run around. Okay, this takes too much. I'm just gonna
This is only the beginning.
let them disappear. But obviously, if you are running a filter that's not as strict, it will show, and then there is some value in picking those up, but now that I'm recording it, I don't think it's really necessary. It would just make the video longer for no reason.
My mana is gone.
Hard to see the mobs. The same color as the floor. So
Let yourself be drawn into the mire.
bit rough. I think it's a bit better visibility on different layouts. At least I think the one that is in Act 3 Town, like Act 3 Town layout, I think that has a little bit different colored ground. I'm not entirely sure. And yeah, like usually you would, level gems in here. Like, if I really took it seriously, I would do the whole setup for leveling. You like either go for the 9 with the quiver, the Maloney's Machinations, the one that has 3 socket in the quiver as well, and then I could level 9.
I'm not up to that.
Or the other thing I could do is invest into gems, like exceptional gems, and then run the thing. What's it called? Run the series disfavor for the quality. But then I would also be running nah, I mean that doesn't work. Then how am I gonna run? It's in offhand then. No, I mean it still works. It still works. So then I guess I could also do
Are you
ashes,
trying to cleanse yourself
and
of
then an
me?
ashes and disfavor, and then you have a bunch of quality. That could work. But as you can see, I don't care as much, so I just have 6 Tempest Shield in the offhand. And then when they level up, I just wall them. And then like 100 C-ish. If it hits the 21. It's definitely a better value and better investment if you do the exceptional gem leveling. Yeah, so as you can see, like the bosses, at least on this stage, are quite easy. I mean, I have damage. It's just when I have cloak down, then sometimes you have these parts when you just have to run around because then you're not doing any damage for a bit. It's not too bad.
My mana is gone.
Okay.
You can't get rid of me, exile. I am you.
This is like the highest strictness never sync filter, so to be expected that it filters out a bunch of things that could be worth picking up. But then I have to pick it up and then I'm not using them anyway, so I just have to, like all the incubators, most of them don't really drop anything. I would have to pick them up, I have to apply them, or if I don't do that I have to put it in the stash. And my stash is quite full at the moment. I would need to clean it out. But yeah. It's not very fun. For example, I can pop these here. Because that's the reason why this is the only one that's not filtered out. Yeah, so
Nothing
9.
you do matters. The dream will end.
I mean, I could do it a bit
Will pass
faster. So like if you
into
do,
the next world.
you go
I'm not
for
up to that just yet.
grind, then you care about how many simulacrums you can do per hour or per a certain amount of time. So for me, I guess this is more like, you know, quote unquote showcase of doing it. But I mean, obviously there are a bunch of builds that, you know, there are actually like simulacrum builds and they can do it better at a fraction of the cost. But to be fair, in a sense, you could say that this is oh come on, what is that? So in a sense, you can basically, once you hit the Indigon, you basically
Do you
done.
not wonder what tugs
In the sense that like those are
strings
basically
of
the
fate? What stands astride the abyss and beckons
scaling
you to fall?
modifiers basically. So like the additional like layer of damage scaling, which is obviously a significant one. And then that's like easy to hit. So, like you basically, obviously you have the Mana Forged Arrow that can like basically benefit from infinite scaling, quote unquote infinite scaling on the mana. But yeah, you get the Indigon and then you have the, what is it, 25% for each 200 up to 2000. It's like 2000, that's like the 16,000 recently spent mana. And then like even if you have like much lower mana numbers, you basically you pop the arcane cloak, and then you just shoot some arrows on top of it, and then you have lots of damage. Although I don't know how that would feel
My mana is
specifically
gone.
in simulacrum. But I mean, I kind of feel like it's more like something that can like coincidentally do simulacrum, but it's not really designed to do that. I mean, what do I know? I am just copying everyone else basically. You can go to Path of Building or whatever leather site, and you see it probably like hundreds of this. Okay, strength int is like, oh, that's 7 divines. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not quite as expensive as the dexterity mana.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Because like, which I got like one for 25 and the other one for 30. So not quite as expensive, but I mean 7 divine is decent. Obviously I'm at the stage. Okay, like see, like this is what you can, if I don't pay attention, I don't pop it in time, I don't pop the cloak in time, then I don't do the damage. So yeah. But I mean this is something that should not happen. Should not happen. Yeah, see, like if I just pop the cloak, they're just all gone. Because I mean my layer is, I mean I have a bunch of defensive layers, but if I don't do damage, then I don't leech and I do not have sustain. So, and that goes for the mana as well as life and ES. So that's like one way I guess you can mess it up. But generally that's not something that should happen. Skill issue, as they say. You see again. Could have been run over. Like now it's down. Okay, try to shoot there. And now it's up, and now I can heal up everything. Oh, that was a Soul Eater mob. That's very nice. Teleported. And I have the things over there so they can beam. So even though I had no cloak up, it's fine. Okay, Megalomaniac. Channeling. Chaos damage. I don't know. It's like a mishmash. I don't know if anyone can take advantage of that.
My mana is
Ow.
gone.
Waiting for the cloak to come back up. And try to clean up everything. Ow. Oh, come on. Stop TPing. Okay. Got my beams. TP'd like 3 times. Something? Nope. Yeah.
I
And
will not
that's
be
wave.
made a fool.
I gotta be careful because I
I'm
used
not
up
up to
my
that just yet.
amelioration chance, and like I can't use another one in the same area. So if I die again, I lose 10% XP instead of only 2.5. So that would be fortunate. Of the cloak. And there you have it. Oh. Anyone else? Oh. Oh, that would be embarrassing if I died to the stragglers at the end.
So
And that's it.
keep your precious sanity, my agent of chaos. You shall serve me
Yep, that's it.
whether
That's it.
you
It
like it or
seems.
not. I'm not going
Yes, okay.
anywhere.
So let's see what we got. Some fossils. Some stack decks over here. This one's a good one. It was 6-7 divines. This one I don't know if that's for anything. This one is Helium cluster 5%. What 10C? Okay, yeah, not much, but yeah. So this is basically how it goes. I should not be dying. So that was basically a player error, skill diff, or however you wanna call it. All right. I think I'm gonna do one more and then hit the next level. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.